Welcome to quadratic math. Today we're going to see quadratic equations with factorization. The name quadratic comes from quad, meaning square, because every quadratic equation has a square in it.
Okay, so we're going with the first example. Here we have m squared plus 7m plus 6. What we need to do first is separate m squared. So m. Then we need to place the signs. Plus. Okay, so here the signs are positive because on the original equation it's positive. Then we need to find two numbers that when we add them is 7 and when we multiply them is 6. So it's 6 and 1 because 6 plus 1 7 and 6 times 1 6. Then here we have the first x, so x1 equals 6 and x2 equals 1. These two x are going to be the coordinates to put on the Cartesian plane.
Okay, so now we are going to continue with this example. So we have to divide the square 3n and n. We have to put the signals where they have to be. Okay, negative and plus or positive. Okay, so we have to put the numbers right like this. So why did I put the numbers like this? Because if we multiply 3 and 5, we're going to get 15. And here we have to add it. In this case, it's subtraction. Negative 1, it would be 14. 14n. And if we multiply negative 1 and positive 5, we're going to get the negative 5. So we have here already for x1 and x2. x1 and x2. Okay, so we have that 3n minus 1 is equal to 0 and n plus 5 is equal to 0. So what we do here is, in this case, n is equal to negative 5. Why is it negative 5? Because as here it is positive and we have to change it, the signal change. And here we have to do the same thing. So 3n is equal to positive 1, but we're not done yet because we have to take out 3. So it would be n is equal to 1/3, because we had to put this one as a fraction down the 1. So we have that x2 is n equal negative 5 or negative 5, and x1 is positive 1/3, and those are the answer for the quadratic equation.
Okay, so we're going to make another example. In this case, now we need to place the x power 2. So x and x. Then we need to place the signs. So it will be negative and positive will be negative. And then we need to find two numbers that when we add them is 21 and when we multiply them is 104. So it's 13 and 8, because 13 plus 8 is 21 and 13 times 8 is 104. Then we need, so now we need to make the 13 and the 8 positive. So we pass it to the other side. So it will be x equals 13 and the signs will change. And in the x2 also, x equals 8. Okay, so now we have that. Now we have the 2x. So these are going to be coordinates to place at the Cartesian plane.
Okay, now we have this exercise. So the way to solve it is the following. We have to put the two parentheses here. Now we separate the square, so x and x. At this point we have to see, we have to find two numbers that if we add them we have the 8, and if we multiply them we have the negative 48. Right now we have to see the two numbers, so it would be 12 and 4, but we have to place them with a good signals, so we have the good answer. So it would be here plus 4, and here negative 12. So if we see positive 4 plus negative 12, we'll have negative 8, and if we multiply positive 4 and negative 12, we'll have the negative 48. So we have right now here the x1 and the x2. We have here x plus 4 is equal to 0, and x minus 12 is equal to 0. Here we'll just have to move 4 right here, so it would be x is equal to, but as here it is positive, once we move it to the other side, the signal will change to the opposite, so it would be x is equal to negative 4, and here happened the same, so it would be x is equal to 12, and here we have x2 and x1, and these ones are the final answers. Okay, so here we have another example. We can see that it has the square, so the first thing we have to do is to eliminate it. So it will be 4y plus 5 is equal to square root of 80. And now we solve it. 4y plus 5 is equal to 9. Now we have here for the x1 and the x2. x1, x2. So x1 would be 4y plus 5 is equal to 9, and x2 would be 4y plus 5 is equal to negative 9. Okay, so right now we can see that 4y and 5 are not like terms, so we have to do this. We have to pass the 5 to the other side, so 4y is equal to 9 minus 5, okay, and that would be 4. But we still have another number next to the variable that we need to eliminate, so we turn this 4 into a fraction here. So we take it out of here and put it down here, so it is a fraction, and if we simplify it would be 1. So we can say that x1 is equal to 1. Now here in x2 we do the same process like in here, because 4y and 5 are not common terms, are not like terms, so 4y is equal to negative 9 minus 5, so it would be negative 14. Negative 14. 14 is not a multiple of 4. That's the reason why the final answer would be y is equal to negative 14 fourths.